I found one. Oh, listen to that. Listen to that. An IBM Model M. I have been looking for one of these for almost a decade. Anyway, welcome to another episode of Beating the Trolls. I'm Cute Fuzzy Weasel. Before we get started, I'd just like to say if you like the show, why not give it a like and subscribe? And hey, you can support me on Patreon, just like these people. Yeah, that's right. Patreon supporters are now getting thanked in the front of the video instead of waiting for the end, because during the Halloween special I actually forgot to do this. So now it's rectified. Right, so today's video comes courtesy of one of my Discord members who sent me a video by a guy named Nuance Now. Apparently he's a big deal on TikTok or some shit. I don't know, I don't go on TikTok. But hey, that's cool, let's branch out a little on the show. So today we'll be doing his video entitled Conservative Women Be Like. Yeah, I guess they be like. I don't know what they be like, but apparently they be like. Well, maybe he'll tell us what they be like. Okay, that's nice of you to have a trigger warning, I guess.
This song might be copyrighted, so we can't use it.
That provocative display right there is precisely why women were not allowed to vote up until 100 years ago.
What? I don't get it. Like, I mean it, I don't get it. What is happening? She's sleeping, then she gets up and she's dressed as a rabbit, and then this guy's like, that's why women shouldn't vote. Because they dress in costumes? Like, I am genuinely confused. I don't know the point of the first video, and I don't know the point of the video that's presumably making a commentary on the first video? I mean, how do the two things equate? This is like if you started a video going, you know how them dogs be like, and that's why black people shouldn't vote.
It's also probably why they should not be allowed to vote anymore.
Oh no, a woman was wearing a costume on Halloween! They shouldn't be able to vote anymore!
It's also why women were barred from participating in clubs and activities that only men could participate in.
By George, Reginald, do you think we should let one of those women in our gentlemen's club? No. There's women. They tend to dress as rabbits. You see, they'd be quite a distraction in our gentlemen's club. Quite right. The costumes. Quite right. Quite right.
And why they were not even allowed to enter the rooms where high-level government, wartime, or company decisions were being made.
We lived in a patriarchal society in the past, and we should live in a patriarchal society again, because occasionally, during holidays where it's culturally accepted to wear costumes, women occasionally wear costumes. Infallible logic.
And, at the end of the day, it's why women make worse leaders than men. Let's tie this into rape culture.
Oh, no. No, man, let's not.
That the feminists are always crying about.
This guy makes me feel slimy.
If there is a rape culture in America, which there's not, but if there is, videos like this are what contribute to it.
This line of reasoning is just so pathetic on many different levels. On the one hand, it puts the onus on the victim, and on the other hand, it makes it seem like men just have no bodily autonomy whatsoever. Just, once we get an erection, we just black out and do whatever. If anything, this is an argument for a matriarchal society. I mean, for real, if men just became savage moon beasts whenever something gave you a hard-on, yeah, I would kind of expect to be in a cage for public safety.
See, that's supposed to be a conservative female influencer.
Okay. What's your point?
So, if our conservative female influencers are quite literally dressing themselves up as the icon of pornography...
Oh, that's supposed to be the Playboy bunny! Son of a bitch! Okay, I genuinely do feel a little dumb for not seeing that.
The Playboy bunny, which is the opposite type of message conservatism is supposed to stand for.
How? Like, for real, how does the Playboy bunny stand for the opposite of conservatism. I'm not even sure it has a political leaning. As far as I'm aware, the Playboy Bunny only stands for, I don't know, culturally accepted standards of beauty are hot. Like, I think that's all it stands for, which, if anything, is quite conservative. I'm just being for real here. If the conservative message that he's trying to peddle is there should be no porn ever, then have fun losing eternally, because, yeah, you're just gonna lose on that one.
Then what type of message do you think our conservative female influencers are sending when they decide to prostitute themselves for nothing more than a few internet likes?
I have a feeling if this person is a genuine influencer, she's probably getting a little more for her videos than a few likes. I do this show for the internet equivalent of a few likes. But you pop on here as someone with 100,000 subscribers or 200,000 subscribers, or you're on Instagram and you have like 1 million followers, you're getting a little more than a few internet likes, okay? You're kind of funding your mansion at that point.
The real-world consequences of frivolous decision-making are far too dire to be left to the fickle commitments of women.
Yes, she put this costume on, which is just absolutely fickle. I mean, she's so fickle. Really fickle. Just super fickle.
Oh, and by the way, she's not doing that for herself.
Because nobody earns money for themselves. Genuinely, I'm still confused about this video. She dressed like a Playboy bunny on a holiday where people dress as things. Therefore, women shouldn't vote. It doesn't even feel like you're grasping for straws. It feels like you're like grasping for lint.
I'm dying of laughter here.
What? Oh no! Don't die! Is he dead yet?
Because I know somebody's going to say that. But she's not doing it for herself, I promise.
I know someone's gonna point out that she's earning money, but she's not doing that for herself. No one earns money for themselves. I just figured out how to jerk off. 1
minute I feel shit, next minute I'm the shit. No. You're not the shit when you're dressed like the Playboy bunny. You're a prostitute when you dress like the Playboy bunny.
You're automatically a prostitute if you dress in any way provocative. On Halloween!
And this also really goes to show that even when women do commit to a cause, they don't understand it and they don't appreciate the seriousness of it to the same degree that men do.
Listen, the fact that you women occasionally dress provocatively is quite astonishing to us men, who obviously never do that. So I'm gonna have to ask that you divorce yourself from society, because we only have serious actors here in this boys club. Look at you, dressing like a Playboy bunny, dressing like a prostitute. Men never do that, which is why we're just so much more serious than you. Press F in the chat for my internet search history.
See, to women, being serious, the act of being serious, is something to be mocked, ridiculed, or fetishized, but it's never real to them.
You've never had sex, have you?
This is why I titled that very controversial video a while back, Women Are Not Real.
Because seriously, has anyone even seen a vagina? Nothing looks like that.
Because to women, nothing is real.
Have you, like, is this a joke? Is that your, I mean, see, I'm asking seriously, are you a joke person?
The only thing that is real to them is their immediate emotional reaction to it.
I mean, seriously, is this some kind of Andy Kaufman bit going on? Tell you what, let's check the description and see what it says.
Disclaimer: this content may offend some viewers. Many of the mature topics discussed involve dissecting the extremes of human behavior, which may not apply to the whole, or even most of the group being discussed in the video, despite what the type of language used in the video may imply.
You fucking coward! Let me get this straight. What you do is you say the most catastrophically obtuse, nonsensical bullshit you can think of. And then you're just like, oh, but I don't mean it. I don't mean it. I don't mean it. Nothing I say is serious. You have to use your own discernment. You little coward. You fucking little coward. Say what you will about Caden Cowger. And you can say a lot about this dipshit. At the very least, Cowger owns what he fucking says. He doesn't hide behind like, oh, maybe I mean what I say. Maybe I don't. You don't sound like someone just raising ideas. You know what you sound like? You sound like a little fucking bitch. That's what you sound like. You sound like a little fucking pussy who just goes out there and says, I'm gonna say what I actually mean, but then I'm gonna put down in the description that no, I don't actually mean it, so you can't criticize me because I don't actually mean it, because I'm such a little bitch that I don't own what I say, because I'm a little bitch. At least I actually stand for something, you little fucking beta. God damn, my opinion of this guy just sank into the ground deeper than his own fucking balls slid up inside his body. I mean, seriously, look at you. Did you go through reverse puberty? Jesus Christ, I think Coach Dave Daubenmire might have more balls than this guy.
And it doesn't matter if they had a completely different reaction to it a day earlier or 5 minutes earlier, they're going to stake their entire life on whatever their immediate present emotional reaction is.
Ah, yeah, because your entire worldview right now is totally not being shaped by some visceral emotional reaction to having a slight hard-on looking at her. Oh my god, impure thoughts! This is why they shouldn't vote, but maybe I mean it, maybe I don't, you don't know. Tee-hee!
If you've ever seen one of those videos of a guy catching a snake or an eel and tossing it in a bucket and it just flails around and goes crazy, creating a bunch of racket in the bucket.
You mean like what you're doing right now?
That's women's brains most of the time. The only way they can focus is if an entity of authority is directing them towards an objective.
And by entity of authority, he means people that have a penis. Anyway, this cute fuzzy weasel. If you like that video, like, comment, subscribe, share down below. And hey, if you want to support this channel, you can be one of our patrons like I showed at the beginning. And as always, have a good day.